Assalamu alaikum people. Today we're going to talk about the three basic type of compliments and the importance of them. My name is Muhammad Hassan Khan and let's get down to business, shall we? So, the first basic compliment is, as I said, it's basic, right? So it could be like, I like your shoes, I like your watch, I like your shirt, I like your beard. Something that is kind of personal, but at the same time, something that is very generic that you could say to most people, right? That is a very basic compliment to give. That what that does is that has an effect that makes people smile, and that should be your goal, to make people smile while giving compliments, right? Because smile translates to positivity. Positivity translates to them having a good time around you, and if they have a good time around you, 9 times out of 10 they would want to keep that going because nobody likes to stop a good time. Thirdly, second basic compliment is that, well, it's not okay. You should not use this compliment for general people, but there are certain scenarios where you could use this compliment and it could work, but in general, it should not work. So you should stay away from it, and that is the backhanded compliment or the double-sided compliment. And what this does is, in essence, let me give you an example to explain it better to you. For example, you could say that I like your shirt, but I would like it if it wasn't purple. When you say the word but in any compliment, that just takes away from every compliment for the entire compliment that you gave, because that subconsciously that makes people want to appease you more, and most people recognize this, especially in today's generation, because it's very common, it's very out there, right? Let me give you another example. If you say, I'm sure you guys know that whenever you say no offense, there's an offensive thing coming. So it's kind of the same thing with compliments. Don't use the word but or anything that takes away from the compliment, because it loses the value of the compliment. That is something that you should keep in mind. And the third compliment, something that I personally use and something that most celebrities and most of the most likable people in the world use, which is that a unique compliment. A unique compliment is something that caters to the individual itself and the thing that they keep in mind, such as that your sense of style is amazing, or I really like the shoes that you're wearing because it really matches with your skin, or I really like the clothes that you're wearing because it really makes your eyes pop out. This is compliments for girls, not for guys. Uh, you could say, I really like your watch because it suits your personality, it suits your style. That's a compliment for guys. You could say a bunch of different things. So in essence, like, you should give compliments based on the individual, keeping in mind the individual and something that they've had to work on. So you could say that I really like your sense of humor. It really suits you. That is a very, very personalized and a really good example of a personalized compliment, and a unique one. Because what that does is it makes the other person feel really confident, feel really good about themselves, because what they've worked for their entire life is finally being appreciated. And who doesn't like being appreciated? This is a different compliment from the first one. The first one is very basic. You can say it to 100,000 different people. Like, I like your watch, I like your shoes. You don't necessarily have to mean it all the time, right? Whereas if you use the third compliment, which is a personalized compliment, not many people say that because they don't have an idea about this, right? Only the top people, only the people who have the most charisma, who have the most confidence, use these compliments because they recognize the power, the pure power of it. If you make yourself understand that this compliment has a lot of power, and you could use it to persuade people, you could use it to make people happy about themselves, and that should be your main goal, to make people happy about themselves. You should stay with this third compliment, you should stay away from looks, voice, or height, because these are the things that the third compliment doesn't play very well in, because these are the three things that a person does not have to work on, they're born with it. Let me give you an example. If you're working for a software company and you develop a website for the past 5 years, if somebody gives you a compliment saying, you look really good today, versus if somebody says, wow, what a website. That's amazing. You've had to put a lot of effort into it. I really like this website. What compliment would you like more? Something that you didn't have to work on at all? Or something that you've had to work on exclusively for a long, long period of time? That will have a lot more impact. That will have a lot more power to it behind the compliment. A lot more people would appreciate you for using that kind of compliment. And the response rate will be a lot better than the first one. I'm not saying the first one is bad, but I'm saying the last one will have a lot more appeal, will have a lot more influence, will have a lot more power behind it. The first compliment will also make people feel good. The second one, not so much, depending on the scenario that you use it. But the third one is going to make people feel best about themselves, feel the most confident, feel the most free about themselves. And that is something that you should strive for. Thank you guys for listening up till now. And I'll see you in the next video. Please like and subscribe. If you have any requests or any ideas on future topics that I could make, you could text me on my socials, which will be in the description, or you could please leave a comment. Either way, I'll try my best to make a video on them or respond. So thank you, and see you in the next video, guys.